Yes, it is. Welcome to the. I don't know whose is it. I think it's Selena. Would you also change your name, Selena? No. Who is the echo? I cannot. Okay, great. Thank you. Welcome to the fourth session. And before we start again, it's again and again, it's logistics at the beginning. So I'm opening the logistics space. Are there any more logistics? The first thing is the dojos, and then if you have something to add, let us know. So who is passing on the dojos?
I want to pass on the dojo from Tuesday evening, at least evening in European time, was from 7 to 9 p.m. And I want to ask who wants to hold space for next week on Tuesday evening.
Okay. No one there.
I will do it.
Karin.
Okay. Great, Karen. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. We were only two persons yesterday. It was Karen and me. So I guess it's the other one. I assume that the other ones do not want to join on Tuesday because there was so few reactions here.
Yeah, I'm not
I was traveling yesterday and the next Tuesday. So it's about this, not willing,
Okay, and it's really good to go with the necessity. If Tuesday is not the necessity and you're ending up alone, being alone, Karen, it does not make sense. So it would be good, Karen, do you want to ask who will join? And then you get an overview. If not, you can also change your mind and join another one.
Who will join on Tuesday? 7 p.m. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Great. Super. And there's another one on Thursday, right? Who was passing, like who did hold space for last week? No, last Thursday. Was it Thursday? There's a Monday. There's a Monday. It was off.
Friday.
No.
So there was only one
Friday. There's Friday
Sunday.
and Sunday.
Okay.
And Friday will Mariola do this week.
Okay, cool. Super.
And who will?
What time? What time do you hold space, Mariola?
On Friday at 9:30 a.m.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
And who want to take over the space holding for Sunday morning, 8 a.m. CET or CEST?
And it can also be a bit later. It's if you're the space holder, you decide. But Sunday, a weekend. This was the proposal or like the request to have a weekend option. Okay, is there a necessity? It's really that you minimum one EHP per week, I suggest for your process. And if you have other possibilities, perfect. It's not about keeping it and it's like, oh, we need to satisfy these 3. At the beginning, it was 2. I wished, I wanted, and then they became 4, and now we have 3.
I will go on Sunday. Sunday morning. I would like to change it for 9.
Mm-hmm.
So I will hold space. If somebody will come, you can come. I will post it on the.
Okay, cool. So Karol. Thank you.
Thank you.
Super. Anything else? Okay, Dawe is not here because he's in the lab, and Sophia Wegele, she said she has other commitments for this time and also next time. So she will be there on the 14th again. Great. Anything else? Cool. I would like to hear about how is it going. Now we have 4 weeks, and the experiment of finding new clients and reaching out and starting to have newbie sessions, even you have no idea how it works, or your box is freaking out and you have questions like, how is it going? How is it going? Who needs support? Who needs still clients? I really want us to be a team to support each other. So is everyone kind of satisfied with minimum 2 clients? If not, raise your hand. Okay.
Satisfy like what?
Like that you have. If you're not satisfied, raise your hand. Like, I need support. Like, do you have options, or maybe some have more available and can pass it on?
I have definitely one. A second one will show next week, and actually I have resistant to go ahead to find new clients, and I will take that in the EHP. And I take baby steps to ask family and friends who will join to take a session. And I have fear to go in a bigger circle. So, yeah.
Okay, what is a bigger circle? What do you mean by that?
To use Telegram groups which are not in PM context. I have a lot of fear of Facebook, so I'm not sure if I like to go ahead with them. Another idea is to go with Meetup to create here a group. That's actually my ideas.
Yeah, good. Meetup is a great way to build your circle. That's definitely a cool thing. If it's for the first session, the first reach out, check it out. But it's definitely a cool thing to start building your circle. Yeah, cool. Does anyone, like, everyone knows about Meetup?
No,
So it's a
I don't know.
platform. Mariolo, maybe you will post it then in the group. It's a platform where you it's mainly look like people are coming together in cities, and of course also at the countryside, but mainly in cities. And there are a lot of offerings, and you can have an account and say, okay, I'm offering yoga, or I'm offering possibility management, or meditation, or whatever, or even hiking, like, or cooking classes, whatever. Or it's mainly based on, hey, let's come together and do something together. It's not always offerings for money. So it's a great way to find new people in your environment. So I did this too. This was the starting point here in Winterthur in Switzerland, like how I created. And I did evenings about feelings and emotions, and created a little group which I called then emotional competence group, and then I developed slowly the circle around in Switzerland. So it's really cool. Mariola, it would be cool to, would you
And it,
add the link?
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
and it's online, or is Meetup is for meet really in live?
In live, in person, I'm not sure. Maybe they adapted due to COVID. I don't know if there are online options or is also available. I think so, but it's to meet up physically. That is the basic idea, to really get to know new people around, and which have the same intention or similar hobbies, Like it's a lot about also doing sports and hiking and stuff together, but you can use it for everything. Like-minded people.
And it's also online, so you can post your event
cool.
online and physical. Yeah.
Cool. Super. So it developed. Great. Super. Okay, Mariola, so you will take this also the question, like your fear into the EHP dojo?
And
Great.
also my resistance not to find in a bigger way.
Yeah. And please let us know. Let us know your findings. So I'm also missing the goal that you're sharing your goals, what you get out in the dojos, that you share your goals. This is also an invitation, so that we get the backflow, or like how to backdraft into the system. That this you go out and dive deep, but you also nourish the system, the collective back with your gold, what you're collecting. Cool. And Daphne, you also had your hand up. What do you need? Where are you there?
I didn't understand the question correctly, I think. I just plan to have more than 2 clients and to start with people that I know a little bit and then go towards people that I don't know at all. And
Okay,
this
cool.
is true for me.
Mm-hmm. And do you already have 2? Like you already started?
Yes.
Great. Amazing. And who had? Selena, do you have enough clients?
I have 1 so far,
Mm-hmm.
but we're having sessions every week. And I have felt so nourished that I did not reach out to another person yet. And also I'm feeling very tired these days, very low energy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fine for me at the moment like this. But I think if I would reach out, I would be able to find others.
Okay,
so
great.
I go with this at the moment.
Yeah. Because every person has a different box, and so you discover a complete different universe, of course. So it's good to start getting also the distinction, like, wow, this worked with this person, but this worked so not with this person, and to see what is working and the difference, and not to get a wider perspective. But mind your resources at the moment, I guess. This is the main focus. Cool.
Yeah.
Great.
I have difficulty in reach English clients or English spoken clients. So this meetup can help to reach some English spoken here in Lisbon.
Yeah, but you can also do it in Portuguese. It's like you would not get so much feedback. You would rather bring then your questions into our sessions, right? Like in the supervision space, like, wow, okay, I have this question and that question, so that you get your feedback and coaching, right? And is there anyone speaking Portuguese in the group? No. Okay. But for example, Gabriela from Gabriela Fagundes.
Yeah, I know her.
Yeah. So you can ask her to get feedback when you have specific questions, like, hey, would you watch this if you have a recording? And but you will mainly work with people from Portugal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So practice in Portuguese.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Great. Super. Yeah. Who was able to read, or who read the Memetic engineering homepage? Like who was able to go through? Cool. Like somehow half. Great. So it's it's a huge invitation for you to do it. Like if it's not done today, like take your time over the weekend and dive into the information. Also watch the recording from the memetic engineering process held by Anne-Chloé. It's super, it's kind of a perfect example. Like it's not, this is how it goes, but this is a version how it went. It's like a good example. That's it. It got you get a really good idea how the difference is to holding a classical EHP where you are diving into an emotion. And the idea was that you would research the last days. What are your constructs? And we want to throw you in 2 cells and pairs to find this out. Even you did not do the research, but that you have 8 minutes together and find out constructs you are having, and then we come together, and then I'm also exploring a bit more and set a bit more the context about memetic engineering. But first, that you have something to grab on and say, okay, this is what I'm working on afterwards, because we're gonna do 30 minutes each of you a process, and you will dive into a memetic engineering process later. Okay, Katrin, are you ready?
I have a question. How can I approach to find out? How can I start to approach to find out a memetic construct?
Like there are specific hints and assumptions and rules people have in constructs. For example, like when you have the construct, like everyone has a construct about relationship. Everybody, like I never saw a person who has no relationship construct about school. Like there are some people have not a school construct, but mainly we are all raised with in modern society with the classical school construct, or a construct about money, about power, about religion, and it's very specific how people are speaking about, and I will say a bit more later, but it's really this space from which you're looking into the space. I compared a lot with it's like, because your box is very similar, like the memetic construct is the thought where you are thinking with, and for every segment, or like it's almost that there are many boxes in the box, and there is a space in you where you which you created, through which you look into the world, and it is a filter, and it has a specific taste and a specific narrow perspective, and specific emotions, assumptions, conclusions, rules. It's a whole construct around you as a being. So it is actually narrowing down the shape of your being, each construct. And it's, yeah, and questions which are where it's not about the question you ask, what you find out is it a construct, but if you, for example, say, relationships, like men are always winning in a relationship. If you say this, or a client would say that, then this is one distinction, or one wall of a construct this person, how the person is relating to men or to men or to authority figures. And it's not so easy to explain. I wanna let you dive into it so that when you run it, you will get the different tests, and then I will, after you distilled the different constructs you want to work in on, I will say more. I think it's, for now, it's okay.
And these constructs, they were still, I understood that the memes are the parts of the mental body, but I figure out that sometimes I change the way about how I think about something, and it still works inside of me within the other bodies still. And I ask myself, is this then still a mimetic construct if my mental body already got the distinction which did not land in the other bodies? And
So
these
what-
are much more difficult to find out from me, these ones.
Yeah, but it's not that you're talking from a different thing, but what was missing, it's like you can get a mental construct from your mind level, but what you need to shift out of this mental construct is a liquid state. If you did not had a liquid state, or when the client would not be able to feel and go into a liquid state, it's only like a mind fuck. It's you would only talk about something, and then the person said, oh yeah, I understand. But then it's really only on the mind level, and it will shift nothing in the energetic body and the emotional body, and also not in the physical body and in the archetypal body. So it's not that it, because you said it like it would be something else, as if it would not be a mimetic construct, but it's a mimetic construct.
Okay.
But what you are missing is the liquid state.
Okay, I get it.
Okay, yeah, cool.
The
Great.
thing is just, it's easier for me to find out where I have these thoughts that I'm identifying with. Or when I don't have this, then it's more difficult for me to get to the mimetic constructs. This is what I experienced so far.
And
Yeah.
when we work with a client or someone, if that person is not enter in the liquid state, if they don't want, if they resist, they stay in the MEMS. So
It makes no sense to do such a process.
Yes.
I will say more after you went into the 2-cell, right? Like we will talk later.
I have a question
About-
I actually heard.
Yes, but about this
yeah.
2-cell now, Genya, or in general?
No, about this 2-cell.
Okay. What is your question?
Yeah, about what's coming up.
Mhm.
I'm sensing that this meme is about the stories that we have. Is that so?
Yeah, stories are like almost everything is a story, right? But yes and no. It's like the story are almost the symptoms of the space through which you are looking out in the world. Do you get that? It's like if you hear a story from a person, these are the branches, and these are the symptoms you are observing while you are with the client. It's like, okay, the person is talking from that space, but the branches are only an indicator, kind of like a doorway into this space from which the person is talking about. But for now, it's about you define in which construct you want to dive into. Is it your relationships construct? Is it your money construct? Is it your school construct? What do you want to work on? That's the next 8 minutes. Like what do you want to use for yourself as food so that you can practice, or others can practice, but you get the clarity out of it. Okay. So you have 8 minutes to find out, like you as a coach, you ask, okay, what do you want to work on? And then the person starts to speak, and you together find out, what is it? What is the umbrella? What is the headline of this construct? And maybe you have more, like you have 4 minutes each person, and then you switch roles.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Super. Katrin, open the gates.
Mhm. Und was da konkret? Willst du was dazu sagen?
Ja, was mache ich, damit ich keine Relationships habe? Also keine, die mich in mehr Intimität reinziehen oder ich mehr Intimität schaffe und mich da in eine Zweierbeziehung. Was mache ich, damit keine Zweierbeziehung entstehen kann? Also,
Was denkst du über Zweierbeziehungen? Was
Ja, also wenn
ist das die
Karin,
richtige Frage oder nicht? Wie kann ich das jetzt erforschen, dass ich mehr erfahre?
das musst du, also Monika hat es ziemlich klar, oder? Und vielleicht gibt es aber noch was. Okay.
Okay.
Erstes auf deiner Liste, Monika, was gibt's noch? Was interessiert dich noch? Und dann,
Money.
Money, okay. Why? Oder? Warum? Was ist es genau? Welche Perspektive? Was ist das Tor? Was ist der Satz, der dir kommt? Oder was ist dein Eintrittstor, wenn du an Geld denkst? Welche Beziehung hast du zu Geld?
Sag mal lieber Power. Mach lieber Power.
Okay, Macht.
Das ist fast
Okay.
gleich.
Ja, es kann sein, aber es ist dein Konstrukt, genau, das wird sich dann zeigen. Cool. Schau, und so merkst du
genau.
schon so, okay, was ist es denn jetzt genau? Und wo gehst du rein? Und als Coach kannst du dann schon schauen, was ist das Wurmloch? Wo gehe ich dann rein? In welche, und wie sieht das denn aus? Von welchem Raum spricht sie denn?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Ich hüpfe weiter.
Danke.
Power.
If you what is the most resonating right now with this image that you have of this castle? Which area of your life?
The free areas are like one area. The home, the family, the education, it's one thing. Like when you're a very small child, it's one thing.
Mm-hmm. And in all these things, you feel that you are free and that you are prisoned at the same time.
Yeah.
And how it works that you are free and prisoned.
This would be already, like, you would already start to analyze. It's not about that. It's first find different kind of constructs, what she can discover.
Okay.
Right? And what might be the entry door? The entry door is very often a sentence. And like, Okay, for me, and it's not that Daphne would speak from the third perspective, but from her. Like when she, Daphne, you said, for example, these things are for a child all the same. That's very from the outside, but how is it for you? And that would be my question, Eva, for Daphne. Okay, how is it for you? Would you describe it a bit more? And then it's not already analyzing the construct, but finding the headline or finding a sentence. Like, okay, this is all the same, or I'm powerless in this situation. That's a perfect entry door to a construct. Right? I'm powerless. Okay. Why? And then it can be also connected to an emotion, but it's about having a perspective in life that you are powerless. Like from which part in you're looking into the world. Okay.
Thank you.
Great. And you are shifting now to the second person.
Okay.
Writing it.
So I see, I have this story that to deliver.
Yeah, I will send it to you.
Cool. I will also write down your memes.
Super.
So go. So which topics do you want to address for your constructs?
For now, there are different one. There is definitely money that still put a slight pressure on me when I deliver a coaching. Like the same thing, like as you shared about being, like putting this pressure.
I don't feel that pressure, but to do it like in a formal way.
Me away from being present in what I want to be present.
So I need to say, oh, I am Sandra and I have this degree or this certification, or believing me. Someone said that someone validate me. Yeah. Discover that.
See, yeah, you feel valuable having somebody else value yourself. But confirm that it's fine, that you are good.
Yeah, for my voices stop. For my voices don't come and, oh, you don't have nothing to show.
That's your relationship.
That.
Okay.
So what is the headline, Selina? What do you see as a headline?
The headline is she needs validation from outside to be someone. Like.
So what when it's just one word, for example, like I would say, okay, it's about value, it's about self-esteem, you know, like this is the construct about her, how she's relating with her presence, her beingness into the world. It's about value, self-esteem, self-worth. This is the territory. It's not, maybe it's connected also to money somehow. Of course, everything is interlinked, but it's not relationship. It's how she is looking into the world, how she's relating as a human being. Like, of course, but it's the essence. It's like it's her. There's not in relation to money, but it's like, and so. And one indicator is she needs validation. That would be then kind of one wall or one part of a wall, one stone, you know, or whatever the construct is. And I will share a bit more afterwards. Cool. I'm flying.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you. So we can switch, Alexandra.
Yes.
So it's safe because I'm not wanted, so I will be rejected from different spaces or whatever.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
for the moment, I think I would go with this 4 different ones. And yeah, I will see if they are connected and in which way.
Yes.
So what is the headline? What did you find out?
I have 4 different ones.
Okay, what is the one you will work later?
Yeah, I want to work later, and also in the process I asked you, Christina, I want to go with that I'm not wanted.
Okay, so it's about value, self-esteem, self-worth. So something in this direction.
It's about belonging, that I couldn't belong to a team or to a family or to a group or community or something like this.
Okay, so it's belonging. Great. It's like a great headline. Cool. Super. You already switched?
No, we want it right now.
Go ahead. Because time is
switching.
almost over.
Yeah,
so,
we are late, you know.
Yes. So I give you 1 more minute and then I'm hopping to another.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Let's say being numb and in some emotions that prevent me from acting, and then so I go for more food, and it's like a vicious cycle. In some way, it's like a survival strategy.
You already switched?
Yes.
Great. Super. So what is you are researching, Karol?
I am a client, so yes, I am researching.
So what is the headline? I of course it does not need to have a headline, but it's more about you finding as a coach, like kind of a headline. What is it? Which territory inside of you is it?
So for me is I have 2, let's say, edges, and it's about food and about overeating and addiction to food, let's say, and about procrastination and not going out into the world, and this thing intermingle with each other. Like that's what I was telling to Viola.
I have a feedback to you, Karol. Food has, in my world, 2 ways of opinion. One of them is to have physical food to eat, and another food is the Christine, helf mir, das Seelenfutter, also was nährt.
Soul food.
Yeah.
Everybody has a different food. Yeah. So you talk about physical food mainly.
Yes, I talk about nutrition.
Which has then also an influence on your energetic and emotional, like mental, okay, bodies. Great. So I will close this space, and then you have, not break it. And how can I don't have the, no. You have 16 seconds, and we meet us in the other space.
Ich mal jetzt mal auf, mal eben hier, was ich jetzt, wie ich die Türe habe. Was mache? Ja.
So you found your doors.
Yes.
Great. Great. Yeah, I gave two more minutes, so now people are arriving. Great.
To be independent is to have guilt. Yeah, to be independent is not okay. Like it's like it's egoistic or.
Two people in the same, like 4 people, and each 2 people in the same space. Jenya and Selina.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it will be better actually if we share the space, because I think it will be better better if we share the training exercises.
I think it would be perfect for the next 3-cell that, yeah, Jenya and Selina, you're on one screen, and also Wojciech and Eva, you're in the same space, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Would be good. Great.
I didn't have to take my AirPods, so it's
Yeah.
messy.
Okay. I think this is the best option for now. Okay. How is it going? Like I saw already that you started to dive into the constructs and ask questions. For now, it was to find somehow the headline, and it's not so much like you need to have an umbrella or a summary word for every construct. It's not about that. It's more for you as a coach to train your muscle, that you see that there are different territories and that there are different constructs a person has, and that you can sort, that you start sorting and know, okay, this is about value. Now she talks about relationship. Okay, that so that you have the distinctions clearly. That's why it's not that you would say, now we dive in a mimetic construct about money with you as a client. That's not the purpose, right? Because you don't know if you dive in a mimetic construct. You actually don't know, because sometimes a mimetic construct, if you think you dive in one, then the process evolves as an emotional healing process, because this is then the necessity before the person even can go into the full perspective of the construct. So you go always with this, what is necessary, and not that you push through this, because then it might happen what you said, Leonhard, that it stays in the mind level and it's not allowing the person really to dive into the whole construct. So the difference between an EHP and a mimetic construct, mainly it's an EHP, you're following the emotion. Like you would say, close your eyes, okay, let it get bigger, and the aim is that the person really feel fully, and then it's about this time travel, emotional time travel, and go back in time. The mimetic construct exploration is a different journey. It is also about feeling. It's not that it's only in the mental body, but when the person would feel, while you're discovering the different kind of assumptions and conclusions and maybe also old decisions, what they did, it's not that when the emotion comes that you say, okay, it's day or night, is it inside or outside? You just don't go there. It's like, okay, let it grow bigger. Let the person experience the emotion, because you need the liquid state, but then shift into this, okay, and what else is there? When you walk in this space where you are, what is on the left side? What is before you? What else is there? Of course, it's just imagination thing that it's a space, it's a room, but very often people have that the construct is a space. It's like, okay, it feels like a dark thing, it's small, it's round, or because it's a space within the person, and you start asking, okay, how is it when you allow yourself to be there in this space within you? How is it? How does it smell? How does it feel? How does it, what thoughts are coming up? What is the texture within you, but also around you? What can you see? And as more emotions are coming up and more kind of fuel is coming up, the picture of the construct becomes more clear. And it's like, I had so different perspectives of constructs is like each construct is different. But sometimes it was a big house. Sometimes it was a garden. Sometimes a person was in the middle of a square, but was chained in this in the middle of a square. That was the picture what the person got from this construct. And it's almost like a landscape. It's a 5-body landscape in us, and it's so unique. And so the questions you are asking is mainly, okay, how does it look? Okay, how does that smell? How is it? How does it feel? Okay, when there are the feelings, how do you feel? And then when the feeling comes, oh, what would be so bad about that? That's also a cool sentence. When they say, I'm afraid of being alone. Okay, what would be so bad about that? What is there? And it's not about good and bad, but it's like what is there? Why it is so threatening? Okay, then the next layer come and the next layer, and it's unfolding the landscape from which the person is speaking about, and to have an understanding. It's mainly going yourself through that you find this inner place, that you have the reference point, and then you will get a really better understanding on all levels, and experience what I'm talking about. Whoever did an mimetic engineering process or thought like, yes, I did. Okay, Selina, Gabriela, Catherine. Yeah. Okay, cool. Super. Then you would start in holding space. When we go into the 3-cell now, you would start. Great. Okay. So what questions do you have about that? So that you can.
I have a question that you said sometimes it can go to EHP more than looking, and so we are stopping the person and just coming back and look for the construct
for this, because it's an exercise. Yes, yeah. It's like you because you as a space holder, you have also the ability to navigate. You can, if you ask then the question, if a person would go into the emotion and you would ask the question, okay, what is happening? Tell me, like, it's day or night, and you ask the kind of the classical questions, then you are navigating as a space holder in the EHP. But this is what you don't want, so don't ask these questions. It's like you can ask the question of, how does that feel? Okay, because so you get the information, like the conclusions, the old decisions. This is what you want, but you don't go into completely resolving, like fully going into the emotional healing process.
Yeah, and I somehow understand, like so when someone is like wanting to have this mimetic engineering process, and so is it like this person is not ready, or this person is not capable to hold this? Because like yes, I can navigate to look at it, and it cannot work somehow. So where is this, like how to recognize this? That so is it like we are stucking into this, or there is something more? How to recognize that this is not this will not work when we will focus, when I as a space holder will navigate this client more to this construct, to this mimetic engineering.
And what is your question about how when you want to? Okay, I don't get when you want to have clarity that it will work or not, because when you're doing it, you will see where it goes. And it might be when you have a client that you navigate into the emotional healing process, because this is the thing what is then ready and ripe. You know what? Like there is no right or wrong. But for this purpose now, when we are practicing, it's like we stay kind of on track. And you need to feel. It's like the main baseline is that the person is able to feel. If the person is not able to feel, and you are all able to feel, that's why we can stay there. But when a person is not able to feel, you would start with this. You will not do a memetic engineering process when the person is not able to feel. Like, and navigate in the different territories. Because this is also like you want to know, okay, what is the, when something is popping up in the construct, it's like, okay, what is the anger about? What is the fear about? What is the sadness about? Then it's not like, oh, I don't know how to feel, but the person can navigate easily into this territory. And when you say, okay, let's check the sadness, then the person goes into the sadness and check what information comes up there.
So I actually had an impression that memetic engineering.
Yeah, Eugenia, Wojciech, does it land?
Yes,
or?
I know where to focus on.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Now, Eugenia.
I had an impression that memetic engineering is navigated when a person is not liquid yet.
No, no.
But no, it's not. It's not
no.
so.
This would be psychoanalysis. And a memetic construct is, or like memetic engineering is like on the homepage, Clinton was also mentioning possibility psychology. There's no one yet took this speciality, so it's still open, right? But the distinction, what I would bring for possibility psychology, where memetic construct or memetic engineering is a part of, would be different to psychoanalysis. Psychoanalysis is excluding the emotional body. But possibility psychology is a necessity, is the emotional body, that the emotional body is already in place and active, that you can go into this memetic construct. Because if you would not have this, the preconditions, you would just do mindfuck. You would do analysis. And this is the difference, because if you are not able to feel, you would not go in a liquid state. And it's about exploring the whole construct and being in a liquid state, that something else is possible. And you don't know the else. The possibility is, you don't know yet, but something else beyond the construct.
So it may happen if some client don't go and resist to go on the liquid state. We have the opportunity to say we don't work anymore, or find
of course,
another thing or person to.
Yeah, when the person is not able to go into the liquid state or is resisting, it's like, then you would work with the resistance. It's like, okay, what is going on? It's like, you need to feel so that we can go on. So what is going on? And then you work, with that. Okay. I want to throw you in the water. And
I have just one question.
Yes.
Because I understand this memetic construct as some energetic spaces in our space, and how does it relate to the process of taking off some blockages, energetic blockages in our body, which are also creating some thoughts and emotions? How to distinguish these processes?
Like a block is more somewhere located, like in the throat and the belly. Something is blocked. It's more that energy cannot flow. That's a block. and you would and of course it's energetic, but it's something what when you remove the energy can flow again. Like the mimetic construct is a space within you through which you are looking into the world and operating into the world. It's not a block, it's a filter. I would call it like that's the closest thing what I would say. It's a filter. How you perceive life. Of course, it's also somehow a block because it's a it's a yeah. This is how I would distinguish.
Thank you.
Oh. Katrin, did you like also that Eva and Wojciech are in the same?
Yes.
Okay, perfect, super.
I have one more question. What is the actual aim of the mimetic engineering process? So where do I navigate to?
I'm a bit afraid, Leonhard, that you ask this question because it's not about hunting for the goal and the aim. The main purpose is to have to, because the construct is operating unconsciously. So the person has no idea that it's even exist. It's so much in the subconscious. So to getting awareness, this is the main thing. It's like to really with a lamp to shine in every corner of this construct. And this is already like brings so much awareness that the leverage points, like there might be different kind of EHPs in this space, which you can use then for diving like further on the process. But you get a lot of leverage points how to realizations how you operate it. Like you get like similar also to an EHP, you get so much clarity. It's like, oh my gosh, yes. And there you can see how you relate it to the world, and having the clarity back. I'm not sure if sense making is the right word, but it makes so much sense then in the retro perspective. A lot of habits, a lot of events in your life make so much sense. Like, oh my, yes, of course. When this is operating and when I have these walls and these filters, of course I'm producing this, of course. So, and then if you have awareness, you have the choice of staying inside or going out. Before you don't have access to all the different kind of corners, it's operating. So it's awareness is the key. Yeah, and sometimes even if you already went out of this construct, it's like what at the end of the construct of the process, you might ask, okay, are there any doors or windows, or is there some exit, right? Because usually we are building them into this constructs. There are exit doors somehow, and sometimes there are windows, or even the sky is open and you could go outside from the top, but then you would need to have a tool, whatever is necessary. But be sure that, you can be sure, better say this, that all the tools are possible and available. For example, if you need a ladder, if the person would need to have a ladder, there will be a ladder because you already created this construct completely from scratch. So it's similar to when you have a technology, you also have the off and on button somewhere installed, right? Because you created it. You were clever enough to say, okay, one day maybe I want to switch it off and on. Yeah.
So it's not about finding another new mimetic construct.
No, this would mean you are escaping a construct and build a new one. It's not what you want. You want the vast universe of possibilities, and you don't know, and that's scary. So to go to be in this gap, to go out, is also necessary that the person is able to feel fear. So if the person is not able to feel fear, it's not for them yet. Send them to a fear club and say, okay, go ahead with learning how to be with fear, because this is what you need. You need the capacity to be able to step out into the unknown. That would be then the next step. But first of all, you have 30 minutes to dive into the construct and really shed light in every corner. Right?
Okay, I'm getting it.
Cool.
Thank you.
Super. And there's one coach. So if you see, okay, it can be even more precise, or like coach the coach and give feedback and coaching very sharp with an open heart, because it's new for every one of you. So don't be too harsh, and be clear and have your heart open. Cool.
And I would say we make 25 minutes.
Yes, that we have a bit at the begin, at the end, 15 minutes. Cool. Yes.
Person or
what did you say?
Each person 25 or in total?
Yes. No. Everyone has 25 minutes.
Thank you.
Okay. Cool. Super. And yep. Go ahead.
Shall I keep? I could keep time, Christine.
Yes. You could. You would.
I will. If
you will. Super. Yes.
Yeah. So
Wojciech is also leaving.
Eine Vierergruppe. Und der Wojciech müsste da noch.
I was all of the sudden with 4 people, with Selina, Genia, and Carol.
Yes, there's one for a group. So how do we do that? So you know what, Katrin? You will do this with Monica. The first 25 minutes.
Okay.
And then Monica, you go in a group. And Katrin will jump around. Okay?
Good.
Well, so I receive or I give the engineering?
Both, I hope.
Yes. Okay. So you're shifting. Yes. Of course. So you're the first and the second, and then in the third you are going to a group, and yeah. So you go into your group back in the second room. You can switch then.
You can do it from my.
Yes, because you were already invited, and then you can just go later.
So Katrin will put me in there.
We will find a solution. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
Great.
you.
Super.
Okay.
Super. Cool.
Good.
So I go in room 4.
Hello, Christine.
Hello.
Hello.
So you speak English here, right? In this space?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounded very German.
Yeah, sorry.
Who's starting?
Alexandra is starting as a client. I'm the coach, and Karen the coach.
Okay, Karen, for you, especially for you, be on Nicole's side, be loud. For your perspective, right? Like scream. Okay, cool. Great.
Yeah. And I have no idea how to start.
So a good idea would be, okay, Alexandra, what do you want to explore? So she brings the necessity into the space, and then as we don't have so much time, you can say, okay, then close your eyes, because it's an inner journey. It's not she has her eyes open, it's an inner journey. And then like
okay. Yeah, so Alexandra, what do you want to explore?
Yes, I want to explore my belief that I need external value.
That you need external value.
Yeah, to start doing, for example, being a possibility coach.
And what do you mean with external value?
Yeah, I need a validation from here, from feedback and coaching. When doing some conversations, some sessions, that I don't say that is sessions because it with friends. So I don't feel it's real. It's real conversations, but because it is with friends or colleagues, I don't feel that is real work.
Okay. Do you see? She's already there in this space. She's already talking from that space. Do you see that, Nicole? That she starts kind of a bit also justifying. It's like, this is how it is. And, you know, do you realize that she speaks from that space?
Okay.
You want to discover. So you can say, okay, Alexandra, perfect. Just close your eyes.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah.
Okay, how does it feel there? When you go inside, let yourself sink into this space. And then you go from there, and then you can start exploring. But it was a perfect question. So she started to talk about it, and then it's already unfolding. Right?
Yeah, and for me, it's sometimes the point when it's the right moment to
just this is trust your gut feeling, right? Like trust your fear, and this would be then and at the beginning you may wait a bit longer, but then when you have routine, like a practice or experience, you say, okay, here we go, close your eyes, this is it, and let yourself sink into that space.
Okay,
cool, go ahead. I'm jumping further. Great.
Yeah. Okay. So
His fear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Put it back there in your heart, the fear, and let the feel the fear.
Okay. What? Mario, you're the client, right?
Yeah.
It's an inner journey. So close your eyes. It's really, you are diving inside of your inner universe. So from now on, the next 20 minutes, don't open your eyes. I did not say that, but it's an inner journey, right? Yeah. So, okay.
We just unmixed the fear and the sadness. Now we are here with the fear.
Great.
So Mariolo, can you feel the fear right now? Okay. Yeah, let it become as big as needed right now. What does your fear tell you?
To get the next hint. So I have, if I'm doing something where I have fun, I was always interrupted by my parents.
You were interrupted by your parents when you did something that brought you fun.
Yeah, and as I was smaller, then my father hit me. And if I was a teenager, I got a lot of bad words from my mother.
Yeah, you got a lot of bad words from your mother as a teenager. Yeah, go.
And one question could be, what did you tell yourself back then? you know, and then she can unfold this, okay, from this space where, yeah, where she got this punishment. Like, then how is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So because you're almost going into the emotion, which is great, it needs to come up, but then it's about using the emotion, or like using the feelings to discover the landscape, the mental constructs she created out of that. Like, what stories did she starts to tell herself? What assumptions? What, you know, like, it's like, okay, and that I said too, and yeah. Ask this next question and then see.
Yeah. Mariola, what did you tell yourself back then when your mother spoke with you like that?
Everything what I do is not correctly.
Everything what you do is not correct.
Yeah. What else?
What else?
I will never be loved.
Yeah. You will never be loved.
Nobody cares what I'm doing.
Nobody cares about what you're doing.
Yeah, let the feeling be there. You feel sad because
I feel sad because it doesn't matter what I'm doing. My mother will always find something to give me a bad feeling, and
Does not matter what you're doing, your mother always gives you a bad feeling. What is this bad feeling that she does?
Not to be enough to
coach. And I hear also, I feel sad because I don't have it. Like, you have those both sentences in it.
Yes. And I feel also that it's like really like I have a very short view. I'm kind of blinded there, that I can only see this comfortable place where I can go, and really nothing else exists.
Yeah, nothing else exists.
And I feel here this really strong desire to do everything to go there. It's like my inner engine to pushing me there, not questioning even this.
Yeah. And what are you forced to do in order to survive in this? What are the next steps that you have to do during the day? Or
it's like putting more knowledge into my head, learning more, reading more, learning new skills, showing that I can do some new things. Yeah. Like whatever they will tell me to do, then I do that. It's like I like a robot.
Yeah. And what do you feel about that? How do you feel about being a robot, having to stuff your head with learning, with and push yourself to show?
I have a coaching. I see this, like Eva have this, that she sees only this couch, and she doesn't see what she has to do to have this couch. And I have a sense that she sees only the first step. I have to achieve this, and doesn't see what it's how the way is long to really stay to this couch. So the like you can navigate to her to look at this like a stairs, or where does it end?
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, Eva, you had this first step towards your in the coach, that you see the comfortable zone, which is learning new things and showing up. And what are the next step in order to go there? What are the following steps from that?
I feel fear even to look there, because I feel fear of being disappointed that there are more steps. So I'm all the time in this hope that this is the last step.
Yeah.
This belief that, okay, this is just only one more step and I will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel sad about that.
Yeah.
Because it's like all the time there is this one step and it's always just one more.
Yeah.
And it's never ending, and no one is telling me like, okay, this is
Yes.
I'm just telling this is just one more thing, and this is not true. And I'm always believing this, that yes, this one more time.
Yeah. 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 Be with the sadness. Just keep going with the sadness. And you can also refine, where does it come from? This voice saying where this is one more thing.
Mm-hmm. And I see hear my parents saying, just one more thing for us, and you will get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're just showing this beautiful carrot there, and I'm like, yes, it's so close. I almost can touch it. And it's like, oh no. There is still one more thing.
Yes. Yes. You see your parents saying to you, this is one more thing before we get it. And what were promising to you? What did they promise to you at that time?
What they promised to me, you mean?
Yes.
That I will have my free time for to play.
Yeah.
And I never had this time.
Yeah.
Or I was already too tired to do that, and I didn't want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You never had this free time to play.
No.
Yeah.
There's always things to do.
Mm-hmm. There are always things to do.
There are always things to do.
Yeah. There are always, and what else? What other decisions did you make, Eva, about that?
That I will do it faster, but that finally maybe I will have some time free. So I have to be more effective, and I have to do many things at the same time so that I gain some time.
Mm-hmm. Gabriel, a bit more, like 1-2 more completion loops. Like when this it's more like you go into the emotional healing processes, right? It's more about, yes. Okay, feedbacking back. This is the construct. Okay, yeah, this is also what you decide. Wow, this is the next, and this is the next, and it's evolving, but at the same time, it's you're not following completely the emotion, and with this you're doing this more. Then you give super space for the emotion.
Yeah.
You see the difference?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yes. So I'm moving on.
Okay.
Into some confusion.
Yes.
About what?
I don't know, like into energetically getting out of my body, out of my center, and to my mind, or even in some other spaces. So, and this is maybe what is going on when I feel fear.
Mm-hmm.
Is that I live, that I energetically. I leave my center, and I in some way go to.
You do what with your center?
I energetically leave my center. I give my center away, maybe to my gremlin, or maybe to
Because it's like, Selina, it's about, okay, why do you do this? What if you don't do it? What would happen? And then you have the first, like, okay, because, and then these parts are starting. Okay, cool.
Why would you do that? Give your center to the gremlin.
What would happen if not?
What will happen if you would not do that? Like if you stay in that fear?
I would have to. So I know what happens if I don't stay with the fear. I can go out of the fear, and I can go do something something that I know, something that will bring me some pleasure, or will bring me some relief from this let's say difficult situation, or whatever reason it is, the reason that I feel fear.
Yeah, you know what happens when you give your center to your gremlin. Do you know what happens when you don't do it?
I guess what then happens is that I stay with fear and maybe get some information, or I can go further with these things.
But this would be more like you adults analyzing of, okay, if I don't hand over my center to my gremlin, then something else is possible. But from the perspective of a child, when you created this construct, it's like, if I don't give my gremlin the command, something would happen, you know. And you go, somehow you are, it's almost, you go at the moment like in a wishful thinking or something. But what would happen if your gremlin would not control the situation?
To some kind of pain of fear, let's say.
Okay, so it's about wrapping up, like you have 1 minute, and then wrap up and change to the next person. And Carol, this is like, Selina, if you wrap it up, Carol has the doors open, right, for going further there.
Yeah.
Will you wrap it up with Carol?
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
So
cool.
what I hear is that you have a construct of not that staying in your fear is somehow very dangerous and will bring up some pain that you rather not want to connect with. And this is where you then, it's easier for you to give your center to your gremlin and somehow numb yourself to not have to face the fear. Yeah, so the construct is about fear is paralyzing you.
Yes.
So the door is like to see what happens if you dare to stay in this fear. And to develop your relation with fear.
Great. And there might be an EHP before you can develop, because it's somehow blocking, you know. You see, okay, it did not really went further. So that might be a hint to say, let's check the emotion there. What is blocking? What is the resistance about? Cool. Super.
Resistance about going into fear.
Yeah. Yeah. And it might be also like a block or fear is, I don't know, Carol, did you ever do the rewiring fear? Did you do the process? It's a brain surgery. Did you ever do this?
No.
Great. That's your next step. Right? Because somehow you wired fear with something, I don't know, like something dangerous.
Paralyzation. Paralyzation.
Paralyzation, but you will find out. It's like I would not say it, like as a coach, I would not say it, because then the gremlin takes it, and then it's like, okay, now we do the surgery, and the gremlin is exactly remembering like what the coach said, and then, you know, it can be taken over. So I would not say it with clients so that they don't have too much hints, so that the process is really kind of a fresh start. Yeah. Okay. Super. So then shift to the next person. And I'm flying further and come back.
Thank you. Thank
you.
Okay. We have to switch.
Yes. Who's next? Client?
Yeah. I go next as a client.
Great.
Okay. So Karin, you are the coach, and Alexandra the coach.
Okay. So what's your necessary, Nicole, now at the moment?
I feel I have a fear to dive into that, and I assume that I have created a reality for me, or how I see the reality, the world goes, in the case of how I belong to other people and to groups, or the other one, that I couldn't belong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have this belief that I cannot belong. I will never belong to that group, to the family. It doesn't matter what I do. It's each time wrong, because I'm still not wanted there.
Okay. And I invite you now, Nicole, to close your eyes and go in this feeling. What is there inside? What do you feel? This fear, perhaps, and what's coming on more?
Yeah, I feel fear, like I said, to go there. I feel fear to go there. What what I created. Because I assume it would be painful to go there.
Let your eyes closed if you like. It's to go inside of you and feel what
Karin,
that
it's not
painful-
working when you say if you like.
Okay.
Because
So please close your eyes and
yeah,
feel.
and it's like this is really your inner experience, Nicole. It's like collect her, like bridge her into the experience. It's not give a demand, right? Or like a this is what you do now. When like, okay, look, like close your eyes. This is an inner experience, and it's about discovering the inner space, and then go from there. Karin, go ahead. Do great. And don't let her run. Like if she goes too fast, Nicole, meanwhile a bit, like slow down. That's key with her. Great. Cool.
What do you feel, Nicole, at the moment?
I feel sick.
Pardon? Can you tell again?
I feel sick.
Sick, okay.
Because of the resistance I sense to go there.
How does this resistance work in you, Nicole? What do you feel about this?
Yeah, it seems like a fight between my fear and my sadness.
Yes, allow yourself what's coming.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't want to know that. I don't want to look at. I don't want to take responsibility that I created that. I don't.
Make the completion loop, Karin. Make the completion loop.
Okay.
I want to stay with the. I want to stay with the story that the others are guilty, not I.
Okay. You want to stay with this and
So this is already one part. The others are guilty. You see? Like she already unfolds a bit differently, but okay. So what else? What you don't want to explore? What do you want to keep?
Nicole, what don't want you to explore? What's there? Where are you? What can you feel or see?
Can you please stay with one question?
What else is there at the moment?
Alexandra? I was like,
Yeah.
what do you notice? Do you notice something with Nicole? What is
Nicole
happening?
Enter inside into a space, so navigate and close yourself.
Did you notice something about her gremlin?
Yeah, in front of her.
Yeah. So you can give, if you see that, and I saw that, you see that, give the hint to Karin and say, okay, check her gremlin. Like her gremlin is just like starting to take over the process. I want only one question. It's like, pff.
Yeah, sleeping.
Yeah. So what? Like, okay, Nicole, what about putting your gremlin on the leash, on the side? It's like, do you want to do that, or don't you want to do that? Cool.
Nicole, what's about your gremlin? You want to do it on your side?
Yes.
Okay. You did it?
Sorry?
You
I
did
didn't-
it?
Yes, I did it.
Okay. So feel what's there inside at the moment. What does your gremlin don't want to show and to feel you?
The story that the others are guilty.
Yeah, great.
Bring from there. Bring from there.
Cool.
Mm.
Yes. I'm going further. I'm coming back.
Received the love from my father.
And the emotion associated with this is fear.
Yeah, I'm feeling the fear to disappoint my father again. I need to do something that such that he appreciates me. I feel fear to not get the love from my father.
And do you remember making a decision?
Daphne, I would go for 1 or 2 completion loops, right? Not moving too fast, but really that he can sit in the space, right? Not driving, especially Leonhard. He's so quick. He's on a road, driving a high-speed Porsche. And it's about him sitting really fully in this space, that he experienced this. Whoa, this is serious. This is what I created. So slowing down and doing completion loop, let it sink in. It's like pinging back. I heard you. This is your reality, right? It emphasizes his reality.
So you remember being a child and that you noticed your father liked more your brother and that you had this fear of not being enough, of disappointing.
Yeah. Feel sadness about my father not giving me his appreciation, and I feel fear to not get it, I will not get it.
You feel sadness and fear of not getting appreciation and that you won't get it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Great. And then you can, and then what did you decide? Then the bridge, you see, it somehow landed more. He's like, fuck. And then it is like, okay, what did you decide then? And then the next stone in the wall starts to build, or the next brick.
And what did you decide?
That I need to fight for my father's love.
So you decided you need to fight for your father's love.
Yeah.
Do you see something is missing? It's not the complete sentence. Do you sense this, Daphne?
No.
It's almost that there's a because if I'm not fighting for the love of my dad, something would happen. So there's, and you can ask then, because, what if not? Or I would start with because, and when there's nothing coming, okay, what if not? What if you would have not fighted for the love for your dad? What would have happened?
What would happen if you wouldn't fight for your father's love?
Mm. Then I'm not good enough. This is a proof that I'm not enough.
Then it's the proof that you're not enough.
Because there's another, did you sense it now? It's like, okay, why? Because what do you tell yourself, Leonhard? What is it? Why would you think you're not enough? Because
I need to get mirrored by the outside that what I'm doing is working and is good.
So that?
Yeah, when my father does not give me the appreciation, I don't know if how I do and how I am is right. I'm wrong when he does not give me appreciation.
You're wrong when your father doesn't give you appreciation.
Mm.
How does that feel, Leonhard? And then go a bit. There's too less of feelings in this space, right? It's like really. It's almost that you're diving into the emotion, but then you go up and stay on the meter level. You die, but then you stay up. A bit like this. It's like you're not following down the emotion, but still you go, but then you go up again so that you get the perspective. And you're doing great. Just let him a bit, like get him a bit more liquid. Right? I'm jumping further. Okay.
Wenn ich das Konstrukt jetzt von außen sehe, dann ist es so, ach mein Gott, das habe ich doch schon mal herausgefunden und wieder vergessen.
Aha. Und?
Also jetzt im Moment fühlt es sich so an, als wäre es nicht relevant. Also weil ich wie jetzt wieder so verbunden bin mit was anderem und weiß, ja eben, es ist nur irgendwie ein Glaubenssatz, dass ich mich anstrengen muss.
Mhm. Aber der aktiviert sich ja in deinem, jetzt am Wochenende wieder.
Der war jetzt die letzten 2 Wochen lebendig. Von daher bin ich jetzt mal zuversichtlich, dass es jetzt die nächsten 2 Tage, dass ich nicht mehr da drin bin.
Ich habe ganz kurze Logistics. Wie viele Minuten haben wir noch?
Also, wir haben noch 2 Minuten.
Okay, so then I will
haben
send.
wir noch 3. Also weißt du, in 2 Minuten würde ich den Post machen, jetzt noch 3 Minuten.
Okay, great. Dann mache ich das.
Okay, gut. Ich war nicht sicher, ob wir noch Coaching und Feedback. innerhalb dieser 25 Minuten haben?
No. Also, also jede Person hat 25 Minuten.
Genau.
Ja.
Und Feedback und Coaching?
Ich würde sagen, dass Monika dann auf jeden Fall noch in einen anderen Raum geht, dass sie auch noch wie eine andere Art und Weise, also einfach noch mehr sieht. So, genau. Okay. Super.
Also in 4 Minuten sind die 25 Minuten durch.
Okay, super.
That's but construct is about competition. You know where you want to go, you know what you want to have, and then there's this competition.
Yeah, it's the competition are these spines.
The spine.
You know, like I cannot go towards them because the spines are in the way. I cannot even reach out because if I reach out, I hurt myself.
Who creates the spine? Yeah. To create, what was the purpose for you to create those spines?
Maybe to not get hurt again.
Yeah. So not what is about hurting, like what is been hurt?
The trust and close, yeah, being close to another woman. Because I remember before this happened, this incident I told you, there was such a natural relaxation with other women. Like, of course, we see each other, and then this happens, and it's like, oh no, we don't see each other. Like this doesn't happen in this way.
Yeah, there is like, I think there's another layer of that. Okay, you build those spikes. I want to bring you back to those spines. Those spines that you have created in order to not be hurt. And so what is it? What would happen? What does it mean for you to be hurt? What would you exactly feel if you didn't have those spines? Spikes.
I have like this like big pain in my chest. And like it's hard to breathe.
Is it one of the spikes?
No, it's like
So, Jenya, this sounds to me a bit more like an entry into an EHP. So you can kind of put this aside and say, okay, look, or that that's an entry to an EHP. But how is it in this space, in this room? You already described the room and really found out every corner, all the assumptions, prejudice, conclusions. Okay. So how is it looking, Selina? Like when you're there?
It's a like half dark room, very small. It's like I have 3 meters around me. It's round, and then the whole wall is like a cube, and the whole wall is full of spikes. Are like 1 meter long, and there is some the door is like above my head. It's like around light that is, it's actually the only light that falls into the thing. Like on my, underneath my feet, there is some light, and the rest is quite dark.
Okay.
Feels like a trap. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a castle.
Yeah. Yeah. It's your own trap. You build your own trap. So, like we are wrapping up in 2 minutes. So, Jenya, it's more about like, okay, this is where we are at the moment. Like you discovered, like wrap it up in a sense of, there's the EHP, like frame it so that the person knows, like that Selina knows where she is. That the next step is to explore her relationship from this space to the outside. And that would be like the next thing. And then from there,
need them to fly actually to get out there.
you would need to fly. Yes, but this you would discover this in the next process or next space, right? But to wrap it up there and say, this is where you are, like there is a door. There's in the ceiling. And there are spikes, and you can describe it a bit again, what you heard, and that there's this EHP, the next doorway. Cool. And wrap it up. You have 2 minutes, and then shift to the last person.
Okay, Selina, I think we've had a very powerful process right now where
to happen, and that's the next thing I will do about it. And also there is definitely another layer, another EHP to do about this, like to really take new decisions about it.
Yeah, and still I invite you to stay in this, to go to this box, to this construct, and look around for any doors or windows that you can escape from it.
It's not about escaping. It's about letting go, right? It's not about running, because I would not use this word. It's about opening new possibilities. Because if you're using the word escaping, the person thinks that it's in danger, it's like you're opening the low drama triangle. Because it's like, I need to run, it's a bad thing. It's not. It was protecting its life, or his life, for so many years. It was working. So it's about, but it's narrowing the possibilities. So it's about going to the edge, moving towards the edge, and then stay there and experience the unknown. And however this transition is, if this is a door, a window, or whatever, it's very unique. But it's to go, and it's not about escaping. It's about moving towards the edge, into the field of possibilities. And it's tempting. It's very tempting for clients to move from one construct to the next. Like Gabriel was already saying, and I want to make new decisions. It's almost that it's like, oh my God, I need to create another construct, right? I need to make new decisions. But first of all, it's really going to the edge and having no idea what will come. And of course, he will make new decisions, but it's not the aim to substitute this construct with the next construct. It's about going into let yourself be groundless, and then see what is happening from there, navigating with a fear.
Yeah, so the question would be not the doors to escape, but doors to go, like you can see from there something something that different than it's inside. This what you mean? Like to stand in the edge and looking through the door or looking through the window and see like what's there. Just navigate to this place.
Just to let you know, there is a storm over there. It's very loud.
Wow. Yes.
We could hear it.
And I feel fear about the time. We need
Yes.
to
Please
now.
change. Please change to the third. I'm just writing.
Okay. So
Thank you, Gabriel.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Great.
Yeah, so I find out construct that it's about I'm not able to hold more energy. Like I will not go to unknown. I will not jump to the meeting that I'm not prepared.
And Wojciech, can you look at me when you're saying that? I just want to see what is resonating within you when you say that. Can you say it again?
It's the same what I shared.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you asked me to say to the camera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
we can look in others in the camera.
yes.
And who's holding space? Eva, you are holding space.
I'm the coach. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we can do it like this.
Yeah.
So the construct I touch is like.
Okay, I got it
You're
now.
the coach.
Sorry, I was confused.
Yeah.
I'm the
so,
coach.
Yeah, you're the
Okay.
coach. So actually, Eva,
All right.
whatever you need, you're the coach. So if you want to see Wojciech from the front, go ahead. Right?
Yeah, actually, I have better view when I look
Yeah,
front.
let's go.
Okay. Great.
Yes. So my construct I find out is like I have to be prepared for this, for the spaces, for relationship, for whatever. And these are branches that I touched. And the content, it doesn't matter. The thing is inside me that I'm not ready. It's too much for me. I can't handle it. I can't handle so much energy. Like I can't handle, I don't know who I have to be, how to relate in this space. So it's about, I feel fear of unknown. It's like I feel fear of unknown, and so I have to be prepared.
Okay, Eva,
Enough.
go ahead. I think it's enough. It's like, do you see? He's already speaking from this space. So that's it's perfect. He is already unfolding all the stories, everything. He's already kind of, his reference point is already in there. It's always, but somehow everything what he speaks, it's almost symptoms on the surface which are pointing like arrows to that space. So you can tell him, okay, Wojciech, close your eyes. You're already there from this space inside of you. How does life look like? You know, and then he can, and less words.
Okay.
Okay.
So stay there where you are in your construct. You're already there. And notice this unknown energy that you are afraid of, how it looks like, how it feels like to you.
It's too much.
And what it makes that you feel it's too much?
It's what it feels like it's not safe. It's danger. Like people will look at me. I will not know what to do because it's too much for me. I'm not feeling myself.
And how, when you slow down, how do you feel that it is too much? What is happening?
Yeah. It's like my energetic body is somewhere else. And I have this blind spot in my head. And I try to figure out what to say.
And how do you make that you send your energetic body away?
How do I make it? It happens because it's too much. So I run away from this space energetically.
So you run away from the space energetically. And you said that you have the blinds on your eyes.
It's like I don't know what to say. It's like I have this blind spot in my intellectual body because I'm not here. So I have to figure out.
How do you figure out what to do then? How you do that?
I am looking around.
And also with the energetic body. It's like, it's the next question. It's like, okay, go ahead. Great.
I am looking around and just find some work for myself that it will be safe for me.
And how do you distinguish that the work is safe for you and this is not? How you choose this work if you look around?
Yeah, so I'm not go to the center of the meeting or of the space, or I will not go to the space. I will just not go there.
You don't go to the center to be visible, so you step back, and what do you do there? How it feels also in your energetic body?
It's like I want to run away. I want to escape from it, from this place.
And still you are in this space. So how come you are in this space? What you do to stay in this space?
It's for me to survive. It's like I am in this like a family meeting.
You feel like in a family meeting, which is what for you?
I don't want to be there. I want to be in my room. And I'm trapped to sit in a chair and eat some dinner together.
You feel trapped in the chair, in this space. And what you choose to do, because you are still there. What do you decide to survive there?
Yeah, it's more because when you say what do you do, it's like it's about doing, and it's not so much about doing, but what do you decide? That was the better word. Like, okay, so how is it going there? What did you decide?
Yeah, I'm deciding to like act normally as different people act, to say similar things, ask things, share things. And I'm not interested. I want to survive. I want that these 2 or 3 hours will just pass and I will come back to my room.
So you said that you already are doing this what other people are doing, but what did you do? What did you decide before you started to following others? If you slow down.
Yeah, I can't be. I have to like I can show that I don't want to be here. So I have to act normal.
Because like there was an invitation, kind of. Can you say the sentence again, Wojciech? I don't
show. Yes, the sentence.
I don't want to show.
Uh-huh.
that I am,
Not interested or
yes,
something?
that it's
Because
too much for me. Because it's
what would happen? What would happen? And then do you see when he goes then deeper, then the walls are starting to take shape. It's like, oh my God. But first, it is a lot about doing what he does, but then it's like, okay, then the structure comes up. Like, okay, what would happen, Wojciech, if you would not do that, or
I
if
don't, yeah, I don't want anymore that my parents are like asking me, why are you feeling not good with us? Like to the space, like to everyone, and everyone will look at me. And I want to avoid this because I met this already, and this is.
And what would happen if they would say that to you? That you are not happy in this space again?
Like I feel anger on them. I want to kill them. It's like they want to kill me. They want to kill me with this. What they are saying.
They want.
They want to. They want to build their power on this. That they are shaming me. That they won't be fun for others. That they are pointing on me because they are afraid about them.
Mm-hmm.
do a bit more completion loops, Eva, so that then he also slows down and he gets back reflected on his construct. So when you say it, it's not only about repeating, and it's not like in an emotional healing process, the aim to kind of go deeper. Yes, it sinks deeper, but it's more about, this is where I am. This is from which place I'm looking into the world. And then you can move on and ask the next question.
So you feel anger on your parents that you want to kill them because they make fun of you.
Yes, and I'm afraid about it. So
you're afraid about
that they will do it. So I'm pretending to be normal, to be normal in this space, that they will not see there is something going on with me.
Okay, so you pretend to be normal. How you do that?
Mm-hmm.
I help them. I ask if they want something from me.
Okay.
And if I get.
I decided to stay little, and I decided to not go out and explore because it's dangerous.
I decided to stay little and not to go out to explore. Yeah. What do you feel?
Mariola, come a bit more to the space. It's like you're leaning back, as like you're almost not hearable. Yes, great. Be with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm in this room that is Victorian age or something like that, with tons of stuff and carpets and textiles, and it's suffocating, and I'm too scared to go out of there.
Completion loop.
You have fear to go out of them. You're scared. There are a lot of stuff in the room. Yeah. Yeah. What do you feel now?
Sadness.
Yeah, sadness. Sadness because
Because I don't want to go out.
okay. And what else? You make fist and hold your mouth. Yeah.
And like, who tells you to go out? Like, did you talk about going out there in this space, in this room, or not?
I think I told myself to go out, and now I'm a child and I don't want to go out.
So this is the space where she's in, Mariola. So you can say, okay, so how does it look like? Like, describe it. Like you said, there are a lot of stuff around. Like, how is it?
It's carpets and it's tapisserie, like the carpets on the walls. And you know, the old school bed with like curtains on the sides. And like a lot of serious looking wooden furniture. And vases and flowers and outside I can see the world, and I'm in this room.
Mariola, you could ask, okay, and how do you see the world? It's like, if you are inside, how can you see the world? Is there a window? Is there, like, how is she, or is she just thinking of, or what is it? What is it like that? You let her experience the whole picture, right? And also that you get a bit like that, you know, okay, this is the next step, and this might be the next doorway, and the next and the next. So what? Yeah, ask the next question.
Daphne, how you can see the world outside?
There is a very big window.
And what you can see from the window?
I'm not sure, it's not very clear yet. It's some nature, but I'm not sure if there are people there.
Yeah, and
But
how? And how is it to relate to this, to the world outside? How are you, like, when you are in this space, Daphne, and how is it? You're inside, the world is outside. How is it?
I want to be in the world, but I don't know how. I don't dare to go out of the room.
Yeah. You see, this is another break. I want to be in the world, but I don't know how. So when this is operating, a totally different story is created in life. It's only one brick or one furniture or whatever she placed in there. And what else, Daphne? How is it? So you want to be in the world, but you don't know how.
Yeah.
And then, Mariola, take over.
I feel like it's not for me. Like there is this belief. I don't know if it's a decision, but there is this belief of it's not for me. There are the people, and then there is me. Yeah.
Because
I'm different. I don't know how, but I just feel it.
You don't know how, but you feel you're different.
Mhm. Yeah, how different are you? This might be like, this is coming to me. And you have 3 minutes, and like, so in about a minute, start to wrap up and say, okay, now we explored the frame, the construct. The next step, I don't know if you discovered an EHP in between, like then you would name this and say, okay, there's an EHP, what you can do next. Then the construct, you can even explore more. Like that was the kind of exploring the fundament. And now you are at the edge of exploring how is it to relate with this construct to the world, you know? And then you give her the X on the map. Where is she at the moment in this process? So that she can take it home, and then she can ask for the next person to move on, or she even asks you to say, hey, Mariola, can we go on with this? Yeah, maybe you also want to propose it. So wrap it up in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool, thank you.
Daphne?
And moving.
Like there is something in me that like I know I trust this person, but like I also don't. Like I know that this person doesn't trust themselves, and yeah, and I'm scared that I'm trapped in this sticky room with this person whose intentions I'm not certain I understand.
Mhm. Okay. So yes, thank you, Virginia, for this. And yeah, so can I ask you, Christine,
What is it? So
because
you're wrapping up, or where are you? Yeah. So because you have 1 minute left, so wrap it up.
yes, so we wrapped it up, and one of the things is that we have this room, which is a room with sticky walls and a man in there. And should we then later, of course, not now, get into getting Jenya out of the room in some way?
Yeah, it's not really about getting her out of the space. It's about that she moves towards the edge, and then it will unfold. Like maybe she goes out. That's the next step. Maybe she stands there and looks out of a window, or whatever comes there. Right? But it's moving towards the edge of this construct. And it's not about getting her out, you know what I mean? It's like but first to have the full perspective, and then moving to the edge, and then go from there. And it might be that before you have the capacity to move out, you explore your relationship within the construct to the world, and then you move on towards.
Okay, so for example, how is to be in the construct and at the same time in the real world? How does it work?
Yeah.
How do you speak when you are in this construct, or how do you interact with people? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And discover this even more, and then to say, okay, and let's meet in two weeks. What is your research about having this construct, knowing that you have the awareness now about this construct? How is it to have that?
And I need help for you to tell it to me. What is my construct?
Yeah, Carol, wrap it up. Tell her where she is. Great. and then
Yes.
we are meeting in the main room.
Okay.
Close the room now.
Gina, we're slowly coming to an end.
Yeah.
So your construct, as we know by now, your construct is to
You lost Daphne on the way in the Zoom universe,
In the gaps of
in the
spaces.
gaps of spaces. Whoa. Okay. It's a dangerous thing to be in the gaps. That's why I need your fear.
In between our recording and
Say it again, Mariola.
between the spaces are black holes.
Yeah, there are gaps. But yeah, where's Daphne? There's Daphne. Okay, great. Are we complete? Now with the two people on the screen, it's like, what?
yes, we are.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yes.
And it's Nicole.
I know, Nicole. Yeah, one
One-
person was missing.
One more. Okay, yeah.
Super. Great. Welcome back. Nicole, we cannot see you yet, but I think you hear us. Yeah, thank you for jumping into the unknown, having no idea, and I think you have tasted a bit what is the direction of an energetic mimetic engineering process, and it's a discovery. So my invitation is that all of you with your 3-cell do the same thing again. Like even take your time, like 30 minutes or even an hour, and explore together how it works. Or make it like this week when you meet, you have one person, and then the next week you do another person. That you practice and really give each other feedback. Like I think, like as far as I saw, like I want to hear also from you that the shift for you, for some of you were to realize that it's really not an emotional healing process, and it was not let them talk and share the whole story. It's not about that, but to shift into this inner reality where it gets slower, and where you find one brick after the other, which is unfolding through diving deeper and deeper into the inner cellar, I would say. And how was it for you? We have 4 more minutes, so I want to also honor your time and close punctual today.
Yeah. And I have a difficult to understand when to stop. When to stop. Here we have the time, but with someone, when to stop, when is enough, when is the change of energy, and the people say with that.
Yeah. I think what I experience, it needs experience to find the right timing, so to speak, and trust your fear. Tell your fear, it's like, okay, tell me when it's ripe or when it's enough for this, and very often it will unfold. It's like what I noticed is that there comes a point where it's like there's a satisfaction. No, it is not a satisfaction. saturation. It's like the space is fully owned, and it's like as if it's done. It's almost, yeah, my fear tells me, okay, let's move on. And you can also ask the client, it's like, or is there anything else?
Yeah, in a EHP, some of the ends, it appears some joy and some lightness. Here, I don't know. I'm afraid.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like, it's not about, yes, getting rid of the construct and then everything is bliss and it's fine. It might be that you see is like, okay, actually what I see is that you need to sit with the construct for a while. We had this in one of the breakouts. It's like to be for the next 2 weeks with the construct and then do the next move. For example, go to the edge. But it's trust your impulses. There is no right rule or something. But especially like when the hints are when someone wants to get rid of it, right? It's like, okay, actually, you really need to stay there for a while, owning it, really be with this. And it's not about, I'm escaping and then I'm a good person. It's like the good girl, good boy boxes are trying to escape these constructs because they don't want to be a bad person. So then, yeah, it's good to really go into the mud again, or like to see the consequences. What is happening when they are in the construct? And as they have discovered everything, it's like they will see it so much clearly than before. Before it was in the dark. And then there is so much light, and then reality will hit them. And then it's like, okay, now I think I'm ripe. I really got it. It's painful and I wanna have something else, but I see also how the construct was benefiting me. There's always a benefit of this construct. So it's really
survival strategy.
yes, yeah.
It's
And
like the visualization of survival strategies.
totally. And sometimes even more, like, because it might be even a whole territory of money, and then there's not only one survival strategy, but more linked to each other.
Yeah, I want to add to this what you, Alexandra, asked, that like there is a question like, is it clear? Is this construct clear for the client now? Also, what's the missing part? And then where is like a complete seen by the client, then it's like a more this place of okay, so that's it. It's already clear. And this is the question you can ask the client, what I'm suggesting, proposing. If you're not sure.
Thank you, Carol. Yes. So I wanna close for today, and it's really sit with this. How do I do this? You just started. You got a glimpse of it, and then take your time, do the next one and the next one and the next one. And then next week, we're going to dive into your questions and your research questions. Then we have like the next 1.5 hours dedicated for especially mimetic engineering processes.
And I want to add also that there is really relevant videos on the possibility, create possibility website.
Yes.
If you type search and you search for mimetic engineering, and you will find 3 or 4, I guess 3 videos.
Yes. Cool. Great. Thank you, team. Thank you for this exploration and jumping into the deep waters.
Thank you for this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Ciao.
Bye.